Here's your wrestling news for June 2nd, 2022, and your headlines for today include MJF begs Tony Khan to fire him in insane expletive-heavy promo. What happened when the lights went out after MJF's promo? Former AEW TNT champion returns after over half a year away. First match for AEW NJPW Forbidden Door event seemingly confirmed. Bayley says top WWE superstar is responsible for her injury in shocking accusation. Former NXT superstar is a drunken mess in surprising new video. Latest on the Sasha Banks and Naomi situation, what are the staff being told? Released WWE superstar is confident that she'll face Sasha Banks one day. WWE may be about to change Smackdown superstar's character once again in a matter of months, and more. We're kicking off today with MJF, who has been a huge star in the company, but has openly teased leaving in recent months. It has been reported that MJF and Tony Khan have been at odds over his contract for some time now, and last night, things got very personal on Dynamite. In an insane promo by the Salt of the Earth, MJF made it clear that he's underappreciated by AEW, and his contract reflects that. Initially signing to a contract between $70,000 to $100,000, MJF now earns much more, but it's still very little compared to ex-WWE talent like CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. Taking off his scarf, MJF said that this is Maxwell the person talking, not his character, and begs Tony Khan to fire him, throwing in some profanity for good measure. The segment only ended when MJF's mic was cut, but that came after more profanities and the young wrestler going off on a stagehand for counting him down. The crowd ate up every moment of the segment as MJF continues to blur the lines of reality and kayfabe, and if nothing else, MJF certainly proved his value last night. MJF clearly had the crowd's attention during the promo, but he also caught the attention of new AEW World Champion CM Punk. After MJF's mic was cut and the lights were turned off, the show went to commercial, but fans at the arena got a special treat during the break. Footage from Twitter user @FadeAwayLeBron showed that during the ad, new AEW World Champion CM Punk stormed to the ring to confront MJF, but rather than square up, the Salt of the Earth escaped into the crowd. There's been a lot of history between Punk and MJF, with Friedman saying he felt betrayed by Punk walking out of WWE in 2014, while Punk's only loss at AEW has come at the hands of MJF. Several fans also compared MJF's current story to the Summer of Punk in WWE in 2011, which itself was a retelling of the Summer of Punk in Ring of Honor 6 years earlier. MJF has yet to hold a title in AEW, but he could become AEW World Champion if Tony Khan can keep him around long enough to make that title change happen. It was during the promo that Tony Khan is focused on more ex-WWE talent, and the match immediately after certainly gave credence to the Salt of the Earth's claim. After MJF's promo, fans saw Johnny Elite, aka John Morrison, who issued an open challenge, which was answered by the returning Miro. The ex-WWE US champion had been out of action for over half a year, healing from an injury and working on a show for CBS, and the Redeemer picked up the win with the camel clutch. We'll have to see what Miro does now that he's back, but his win was an impressive performance by the former TNT champion upon his return. Now, MJF's promo against Tony Khan may have been a highlight of last night's Dynamite, but it wasn't the only big thing that happened on the show. The show kicked off with a trios match pitting new AEW World Champion CM Punk and ROH Tag Team Champions FTR against Max Caster and the Gun Club, but it was what happened afterwards that shocked the fans. Post-match, Punk dared New Japan to send the best they've got for the upcoming AEW New Japan crossover event Forbidden Door, and his challenge was answered by Hiroshi Tanahashi. This match was teased during the post-Double or Nothing media scrum, where Tanahashi was one of the several names from New Japan Punk said he wants to face. Unsurprisingly, the crowd were ecstatic at the arrival of Tanahashi, and while the match isn't confirmed, fans can expect the two megastars to lock horns on June 26th in the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Last year, mere days before the return of live fans, Bayley suffered a torn ACL that has kept her out of action ever since. Despite an estimated 9-month recovery window, it's been 11 months since the role model last wrestled, and she's now made a major accusation related to the injury. When the WWE Network account on Instagram shared footage of Bayley's Hell in a Cell match with then SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair, the injured superstar responded, seemingly accusing the EST of hurting her. On her Instagram story, Bayley shared the clip with the caption, "There she blows," along with an emoji of a leg and chicken bone, seemingly relating to her injury. Belair has been with the WWE for some time now, but this is the first time she's faced an accusation of injuring an opponent. Despite reports that Bayley was injured during training, the role model believes Belair was a factor in what happened, and we're sending Bayley the best on her long road back to the ring. We've got some news regarding Persia Pirotta now, who was released from WWE earlier this year. Pirotta was one of 10 names cut from NXT in April and was recently in a video, but wasn't at her best. On Twitter, the former superstar shared a video alongside fellow WWE releasee August Gray, in which Pirotta is absolutely drunk. This is obviously a huge change, as in WWE, superstars would not be allowed to post videos of them being drunk or smoking. Pirotta also recently launched an OnlyFans account, something else she wouldn't be allowed to do while working for Vince McMahon. Pirotta's first post-WWE match will be this month when she faces off against Taya Valkyrie, yet another name who knows what it's like to be released by WWE, and we'll have to see how she fares after this video. Last month, Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of Monday Night Raw and haven't appeared on TV since. Banks and Naomi have been suspended, stripped of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, and buried on commentary, all while still under contract for Vince McMahon. There's been plenty of talk about whether WWE could freeze the contracts of both women, whose deals with the company are set to expire this year, but nobody in WWE really knows what's happening. When Ringside News spoke to a source within WWE, they said that nobody is being told what the situation is, only that the contract discussions are being handled by lawyers. WWE clearly is taking this matter seriously, as they've got their legal team involved, led by the company's veteran lawyer Jerry McDevitt. Whether Banks or Naomi ever return to TV is still difficult to say, as WWE would not want to see either woman go to AEW, but WWE isn't holding back when seeing if either woman is in breach of their contracts. Neither Banks nor Naomi have wrestled for WWE since walking out, and it's unclear where they will wrestle next. WWE is reportedly against the idea of freezing their contracts, meaning both of their current deals will expire later this year, and Mickie James is hoping that this is the case. When a fan shared a video from a tag match on Raw saying Banks and James should have wrestled a one-on-one match instead, the Impact Wrestling star expressed her desire to get back in the ring with the boss, telling them "one day" and tagging Banks. James was released from WWE last year, and her belongings infamously sent to her in a trash bag, so it's doubtful she'll be returning full-time anytime soon, despite her one-off appearance at the Royal Rumble. As for Banks, WWE doesn't want to see her wrestle anyone in any other company, but that's exactly what'll happen if Mickie James gets her way. And we're ending today with Xia Li, who was called up to the main roster last year, but her time on Smackdown has been average at best. It wouldn't be until February this year that she'd have her in-ring debut on the Blue brand, and she's gone through multiple characters during this time. Initially calling herself the Protector, Li turned heel in April, saying that no one deserves her protection, but she now appears to have undergone yet another change. In a clip shared on Twitter, Li can be seen performing a series of martial arts, and, at the end, flashes of herself with face paint is shown, teasing the return of her Tian Sha character. The gimmick is synonymous with Li's time in NXT, and while it proved to be popular with fans, it was ultimately nixed when Triple H lost control of NXT. WWE's approving this character could be what gives Xia Li's career on the main roster a much-needed boost, but it could be too little too late at this point in time. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.